Hi, I'm Sarah Bell, the course leader for A-Level Classical Civilization at Reigate College. If you're watching this video, it's hopefully because you're already interested in taking classics as one of your A-Level options. I'm passionate about classics and ancient history. It's the most interesting subject on earth, covering a whole range of disciplines and giving you an insight into a variety of the most fascinating, alien and yet familiar cultures.
The thing I like most about the course is how much things from the ancient world relate to the modern age, and the more and more I feel like we learn about classics in lessons, the more I'm realising and seeing influences of the ancient world around me.
You get to learn about myths, politics, philosophy, history, art, architecture, poetry, literature and everything in between.
What I wish I'd known about the course that I know now is all the extra reading and things that you can learn outside of the specification.
And most importantly, you learn to look at the world differently, to appreciate where many of our stories, institutions and ideas originated, and to understand how important the past is for influencing our future.
It's a spectrum. You could be an avid Percy Jackson viewer or know everything there is to know about mythology, or you could be a beginner. To be honest with you, it's one of those subjects that is really inclusive. You're going to learn a lot of things that even the most experienced classicists may not know. And there's always something, and the thing with classics is there's always something new happening all the time, even though it's a very historical subject.
Some of you watching this film may only have a passing interest in classics, triggered by studying GCSE history. Some of you may have had your interest sparked by movies such as Troy or Pompeii, and some, probably the minority, may have already started delving into some of the ancient classical texts such as Homer's Odyssey. Whatever your current level of classical knowledge, if you're interested in learning about ancient cultures that are very different to your own and are keen to develop transferable skills such as analysing sources and developing independent, critical and evaluative approaches, then studying A-Level Classical Civilization is most definitely for you.
The skills that you need to be successful are an interest in the ancient world and an ability to have a concise argument. I think really helps in terms of essays.
So, what will you study on the Classical Civilization A-Level course? The course covers elements of the literature, visual material culture and thinking of the ancient Greeks and Romans. You'll develop an understanding of social, historical and cultural contexts and importantly come to appreciate the lasting legacy of the ancient world.
My favourite parts of the course so far have been the Imperial Image module, particularly in looking at the images that Emperor Augustus put out and why he made himself look a certain way or why he's presented in a certain way.
You'll learn about the world of the hero by studying Greek and Roman epic poetry. Imperial Image by exploring how Emperor Augustus used propaganda to support his regime. Greek Religion by taking an in-depth look at the religion of the ancient Greeks. What skills or interests will you need to be successful? So you don't need any previous knowledge of the classical world to be successful, just a desire for new knowledge and an interest in history and civilization in general. You'll do well on the course if you enjoy, or think you'll enjoy, the world and the history of how it has developed, exploring exceptional works of art, architecture and sculpture, considering ancient philosophies, discovering and interpreting literary themes and analysing literary characters in context, writing and talking about topics relating to the classical world. What can you do with an A-Level in Classical Civilization? Well, the study of classical civilization is highly regarded among employers, businesses and academic institutions. The transferable skills you'll develop are particularly suited to working in journalism, law, business management, the creative arts, politics and the civil service, to name but a few. In reality, it's relevant to any area that requires the ability to analyse, argue and write effectively. With an A-Level in Classics, you'll also have a wide and intelligent understanding of the world we live in, which all employers value. You might also like to know about some of the other things open to Reigate College classicists. There's usually always an annual residential trip to either Greece or Rome, where we visit and learn about some of the astonishing ancient sites studied on the course. We also run Classics Extra and Ancient Greek clubs as part of the college's activity programmes. Plus, If you're interested in learning Latin, we offer an introductory course aimed at complete beginners that's a great introduction to a wonderful and relevant ancient language. So, that's it from me. If you have any questions, including queries about entry requirements, then please take a look at the Classical Civilization course information on our website.